I'd say there's no typical day in the life. It's pretty varied depending on what's going on. It could be a day spent walking through a building, doing an energy scan. It could be meeting with partners throughout the organization, explore some project possibilities. That's one of the things that I really love about the job is that there's so much variety, there's so many different projects going on that there's something interesting every day. My name is Cassie Kupch and I'm the Municipal Energy Specialist with the City of St. Albert. So my role is to support the organization in projects that are reducing our energy consumption and looking for renewable ways of generating energy for our facilities. So I started in this role with the City of St. Albert in December of 2019, so I'm about 9 months into the program. I was actually the first municipal energy manager that was hired through the program.
My name is Christian Benson. I'm the manager of the environment with the City of St. Albert. We're sitting at our transit facility right now. We've brought in a couple of different things that have helped contribute to a lowering of the actual consumption of the building. We've upgraded a bunch of lights in this facility. We've brought in a solar PV system that helps account for about 1/3 of the energy use in this facility. And obviously we in the city, we're trying to keep a global perspective and understand that GHG contribution and greenhouse gas contribution is an important step. But it's hard to deny that at an operational level, you're not seeing the bills as high as you used to. And it's a pretty good way of getting buy-in from your facilities and saying, hey, look, at the end of the day, your bill's not going to be as high as it was before we started doing these measures.
We have 7 buses, we have 7 chargers. We're very excited to have 2 of the bus chargers connected directly to the solar PV system, and that helps us with free power. It helps make ourselves more efficient, and the solar PV system has, like I say, produces 285,000 kilowatts a year, and of that, last year in 2019, the buses charged 180,000 kilowatts from those 2 chargers.
Once you do have these programs and once you have these measures in place, MCCAC provides these grants, and grants are really important in a municipal environment. I find when I'm going in front of a city council and talking about budget, the addition of a grant basically is a nice little nod, and it also, for them, it's a lot easier of a project to approve if you have a grant funding in place.
In terms of the solar projects that we've been putting forward, we've seen the industry grow an incredible amount in the last number of years. And I think that a lot of that is due to the projects that are being supported through programs like the Alberta Municipal Solar Program. There's the interest in these projects are happening, which allows the industry to really build capacity, which brings the price down for everybody and everybody benefits.
And sometimes these projects aren't very sexy. I mean, lighting upgrades is an example. Not a lot of people see the benefit right up front, but you can have a huge cost savings associated with something as simple as changing your lights. When it comes to the community side too, we've seen really, really large reductions in our GHG contribution for things as simple as a streetlight retrofit. All of this has been a part of our plan from the start, and we're starting to enact this. And again, we're starting to see the benefit of all these actions that cumulatively have started to reduce our contribution over time. They really help the City of St. Albert and other municipalities bring forward a lot of these measures that ultimately leads to a greener environment for everyone.